Hello and welcome once again to Lawyer Subscriptions channel. Um, most of you will know me. I'm Lucy and I'm the owner of Lawyer Subscriptions. Anyway, thank you for watching my videos and welcome to this week's video. Now this week I just decided to try and use the two techniques, the loop cut techniques that we learned last week and week before in a necklace and see how it turns out. Now I have these lovely rondelle Sakura Agate beads. I just love the colors, the variety, all sort of brownish, but each bead is different. So I love these ones. And I have the same agate, but in a bone form. And then I also decided to add some abalone pearls. These are twisted abalone pearls. I want to add them into the necklace set as well. So I decided to make, let's make a necklace and a pair of earrings and see how it turns out. So what I've laid out so far on my bead board is the style I want to make. I'll show you in a minute, but I also have some lengths of chain because I'm not sure whether I'm going to add any chain into the necklace, but I'll see as I go along. I've got a pair of earring tops that I'm going to use. These are the earring tops. And then I have my length of wire, which is the 20 gauge, sorry, not the 18. I'm using the 20 gauge wire to do my loops. And I've also got my 2.25 mm looper amongst the other tools that I have. So let me show you what I've laid out on the bead board and then I'll get to work. Let me turn it around for you to see if you can. This is what I have. I'll take a picture too and put it on. So I've got my pearls in the front and I've got the Sakura Agate bone in front as well. And I want the rondelle ones on the side. So that's the idea that I have. And let me start and see how I'm going to imbibe the two loop techniques, the wire loop and then using the looper as well. I also have the clip, the closure for the end. I've got two types. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use if possible. So let me start and see what we can do. Now, first of all, I'm going to make a design on the Sakura. I want it to look on the bone. I want it to look like this. This I did at the end of my bead if I don't use a head pin. So let me start with that. So I'm looping, wire looping these abalone beads. I've got 4 of them. So I've wire looped all 4 for the next. So the next stage is to wire loop these 3. The 3 bones that I decorated.
each one, let's start with this.
Now I'll link it up. So I'm going to link all of them up with one another. So that is one link. So now we've linked all the pieces together, and I want to see how long it is. Okay, so we've got the length to be about 9 inches. So if I want to make a necklace of 17 inches, I've got 8 inches left. Now to make it easier for you, let's make it an 18-inch necklace. So we take 1 inch for the closure, that's the closure at the back, and then we've got 4 inches left on each side that we need to add to each side. Remember, I said I'm using the 2 techniques in the necklace. So the rondelle beads that I want to put on the side, I'm going to use the looper to do that. So let's loop these beads and see what comes out of it. I'll loop 4, and then we'll check the length once more.
Okay, we join them together.
and loop the four onto the design that we have. So that takes us to 8 inches on each side. So I'll add 4 here, and then I'll add the closure at the back. So now I've linked both sides with the rondelle beads, and this gives us the whole necklace. But before we move on, I'd like to show you the back of the necklace where I added the closure. You can see that instead of just using the looper for one end of the closure, where the closure will be, I wrapped it a little bit on both sides just to make it secure. So on both ends that will hold the clasp, I wrapped it a little bit just to make it secure, so that the loop, if I were using the looper, the loop won't come undone. So now that we've done the necklace, we need to finish it with the earrings. These are the earring tops I'm going to use. Simply because it's a swirl, it seems to match the swirl I did on the bone bead, bone-shaped bead. But I noticed that the loop on this earring is the open and close type, so therefore I'm going to go ahead and complete the earring, and I'm going to wrap the loop a little bit to make it secure. So I've got 2 head pins. I'm going to use this flat spacer bead at the bottom so that the head pin doesn't disappear into the hole of the bead. And then I'm using a small mother of pearl 8mm mother of pearl bead. Now when you're making earrings, you have to make sure that they're not too heavy for the ear. These earrings are for pierced ears, so they're not too heavy. So the 8mm bead I'm going to put on is not going to add too much weight to it anyway. And then I'll go ahead and make the loop. So remember, I take it round 3 times. Take it as close to the pliers as you can. 1, 2, 1 more, and 3. And then I cut off the excess. And of course, tuck the little bit left in the little space. Okay. So that's one. Let's do the second one. So you now open your loop. Close it tightly. And then you have your 2 earrings to match the set. Let's see. Okay. So there you have the sets. The set you made using both techniques of wrapping your loops. So that's what I have for you this week. There are endless combinations of things that you can do with techniques that you learn. You just have to practice, give it a try. You don't have to copy anybody else's design. Be unique in your own design, your own, create your own unique style and design your beads. There's no hard and fast rule that you can't add these and these together. There's no hard and fast rule. The major thing is to learn the techniques. Once you've learned the proper way of doing things, then you use them to create your own designs. So that is what I have for you this week. And we'll be back next week with something else. So thank you for watching this week. And we'll be back next week with something else. Thank you. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Bye.